Hey everybody, so since we have a short week due to Good Friday, I'm going to keep this lesson pretty short. We're just going to go over 2 videos in Disney's Imagineering in a Box. So I looked over the videos about graphics and sound, and it's so hard for me to keep it short for graphics because I love graphics. Before I went to school for teaching and to become a teacher, I was going to become a graphic designer, and I really enjoyed it, and I still do it as a hobby. And so, we could talk about this forever, guys, but we're going to keep it tiny. And we're just going to go over the 3 that they talked about. So they listed Ghost Graphics, Story Graphics, and Operational Graphics. And just a little describer for each. Ghost Graphics are part of the set design. They help to build the world, and there's no need to read them. In fact, they shouldn't really draw your attention enough to read them. They just kind of help you understand where you're at. Next one is Story Graphics. That's still basically set design, but it doesn't build the world, it details the world. They don't have to be read, but they're fun to read. And a lot of people will read them because they're part of the world. The last one was operational graphics. So these follow a couple different things. They have to fit with the set. They need to make sense where they're at. But they're used to explain the world. So we've got build the world, detail the world, explain the world. These operational graphics are crucial to read because they're explaining to you what you should be doing and where you should be going within this world. So this would be like where the bathrooms are, the rules for riding this ride, those kinds of things. So they need to be clear to read, easy to understand, but they do need to look like they make sense in the world. Part of the challenge was for us to come up with one of each of those. I skipped over that for this video since we're trying to keep it short, and I just provided a color palette, which was something else they talked about. To create a color palette using colors from what you would want to use in your world, because you'd use those same colors over and over again a lot. Like in Cars World, you will see a lot of those same neon colors over and over. In Pandora, we see a lot of the like electric glow-in-the-dark blues and greens and stuff. So we use those same colors over and over, and that's why they want a color palette. So I'm going to show you my color palette at the end of the video. If we move on to sound, I want you to take a minute and think, have you ever been in a store when the music isn't playing? If you have, it's kind of unsettling and you notice it pretty fast. You're like, something is wrong. There's no music. We don't always notice when the music is playing, but we definitely notice when it's not there. Sound makes a big difference about us being comfortable in our environment and making us feel like things are right. So sound helps us to believe that the world is real. So it's pretty crucial to have the correct sounds. So we're looking for a soundscape, which would be the background sound, like a crackling fire. A lot of times Christmas movies will have a crackling fire in the background, and you hear that sound, so it's not just completely silent, but you're not really paying attention to that sound. So soundscape, background. Music. This music needs to reflect your land, a theme that you're hearing regularly. The last one that they talked about was sound effects, so random sounds that you would hear. This could be, they use the example of a lion, any animal that shouts out a sound randomly. If yours is based in a city, a car honk, because that's not really regular, you'd hear that just every once in a while, that would be a good sound effect. So I went through, I created a color palette. What I did is I took an image of Up from the internet, and then I found colors that matched a couple different key things in that photo, and I lined them up under it. And then I went and I found some sounds. So my soundscape is crickets, because they are in the woods, they're in a forest, and so they're going to hear a lot of crickets and little chirpy insect sounds. My music, I went and looked up the soundtrack to Up, and I found music for the area, what music they were playing at that time of the photo. And it's kind of adventure-y and boppy and fun, and I really like it because that's what I want my whole park to be like. And for sound effects, I recorded a couple of the Kevin sounds, and I cut them down really small so you don't hear anything else, you just hear the Kevin sounds. And I put it all together, and that's what we've got that you're about to see. So go check out Imagineering in a Box, watch those videos, tackle the challenges. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying putting it together for you, and here's what I made.
Mama.